Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of a new series covering Stellaris First Contact. If you'd like more details about this series, it can be found in the description of this video. Episode 1, Rebellion. In this series, I'm going to be focusing on the new DLC, which is called First Contact. And two of the three origins of First Contact is that you are a victim of some sort of subjugation and slavery of a more powerful civilization in the galaxy. So they're a higher challenge. And I've already picked all the settings, but let's go through them. So here is the species that I wanted to make. It's the mammalian, they look like Yoda, the Yodari, or the Yodari. And for traits, intelligent, sedentary, strong, wasteful, and communal. Homeworld is Savannah. I figured this little guy would like to be in the Savannah, so why not put him there? The origin will be Payback, so I'll read this. Payback is that you were visited by an alien empire and forcibly enlightened and then enslaved. And you start off having just repelled the invaders and you are preparing for their return. You start with a lot fewer than normal, and missing a whole lot of science as well. So it is a challenging origin, as you can see in the red challenging origin in the effects. For government, Militarist, Egalitarian, Materialist, Democratic, Beacon of Liberty, and Parliamentary system. So very much focusing on unity. I picked these because I figured if you were to be of a nation that was like forcibly uplifted and then enslaved, there would be a lot of unity against the invader. So that's why I made all those choices. So it's the Democratic Yadaran systems. And let's get that done. And this is the galaxy settings that I have. The TLDR of this galaxy settings is it's a small galaxy full of other civs with very few habitable worlds, so that you have to fight over a few worlds rather than just expand forever. This is pretty much the same settings I always play on, and they're in the details command if you want to read through them. So let's start. Let's see how good our start is and how RNG messes with us, because I have a history of bad random galaxies. We had a deal. When the visitors from the stars revealed themselves, they offered us a fair contract. Technological enlightenment to be repaid in installments. With a generation, our planet was transformed into a so-called advanced civilization. Then we read the fine print. To repay our debt, they insisted we work for them on an indefinite term. When our leaders protested, the outsiders turned violent. We fought back. We won, though barely, and only after suffering sizable losses. Now, our scientists have finally reverse engineered the secrets of FTL travel from the ships we destroyed. It's a big galaxy out there, but sooner or later, we're sure to meet our benefactors again. In fact, we're looking forward to it. It's time to get some payback. So we are on the edge of the galaxy. Got it. We'll start off picking science. So you'll see any veteran player will be like, hey, unlocking Corvettes, what's that about? We don't even start with Corvette technology. I have no military ships. In fact, if you look at the top right, I don't have a science ship or construction ship either. You don't start with that. It is a difficult origin. So we'll unlock Corvette ships. We'll unlock planetary government, because that's another thing that is missing. And then we'll also unlock research labs, because yet again, that's something that is missing. We don't have any starting unity, and we are going to have a lot of resource deficits at the beginning as well. One of the first things I want to do is to get a construction ship going so that we can actually exploit the resources on our home solar system. Now, I do have parliamentary systems, so we should be getting factions very, very early on. So just a little reminder about that. Beacon of Liberty increases monthly unity and empire size from pops go down. The requirement of this, of course, is that you have a democratic government. And parliamentary systems is that factions form in your empire shortly after the game start, and factions gain extra unity. So it's a really good way to jumpstart your unity very early on, which is exactly why I'm trying to do it. So because of the origin, we have the destroyed MSI warship overhead. This looks like ultimate Kessler syndrome to me. Like, I can't imagine trying to clean up that mess. But that's our origin. Now, if you take a look at the planets here, we have a debris field, which lowers the habitability by 30. And then building, district, and upkeep costs have gone up. But at least we have unified purpose. For 20 years, it increases the happiness, amenities, resource from jobs, unification officer jobs. And then, as far as features go, we have this ship debris that's like everywhere. The planet is carpeted in ship debris. But clearing the ship debris can give you special rewards, technology data, or resources. So once we have the energy credits for that, clearing the ship debris might be good to do pretty early on. There is a habitable savannah world to the south, so that's probably where we're going to head to next. And here is the start of factions. So we just had all 3 factions kick off, so let's take a quick look at them. This is the Militarist faction. Which is funny, they're complaining of low naval capacity usage. I don't even know how to make naval ships, so they're complaining in a really, really funny way. So let's rename them. I like to rename them just based upon their ethos. Militarists. And then this is the Egalitarians. And then this is the Materialists. If you're ever wondering what they are, you can just mouse over here and it will tell you. Materialist ethos, egalitarian ethos, authoritarian, and militarist ethos. Actually, I guess technically this is wrong. The militarists are... I didn't realize they were also authoritarian. Authoritarian militarists. Got it. They're probably not going to be too happy of... the way I run things, but one of the ways to make the egalitarians a little bit happier is to have a benevolent subjugation policy. So let's go do that. So go to policies, go to subjugation war terms, and go to benevolent. Benevolent vassalage. So if we do take vassals, they have better terms than if we don't. I can change this again in about 10 years, but it will make the egalitarians happier, which then provides more unity, which allows me to like recruit leaders and pay upkeep and stuff like that. Oh, I spelled it wrong? Yeah. I'm good like that. In fact, it's a little verbose. I'm just going to call them the off-militarists for simplification's sake. So here's our first construction ship, and I'm definitely going to want to hit the high priority, the high yield minerals first, and then maybe go to science, doing energy credits last. If you take a look at our current economy, we are dipping in food and definitely dipping in consumer goods. So once I get the resources exploited on the home tile, I'm definitely going to want to get another industrial district to get consumer goods for us. And then the next thing I want to build once I have the alloys is a science ship. So first contact protocols. And I'm going to have you guys vote on this, I think. And I'll read it for you. So, our first encounter with alien life forms left us wary of others. And one cannot be chosen, by the way. But there's life out there. And while exploring the galaxy, we'll doubtlessly meet intelligent life again. But the manner of our greeting is still up for debate. While some advocate establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible, others advise caution, pointing out that our friendly nature is exactly what led us to the imprisonment and betrayal. A third, more radical group push for the preemptive action. The best way to avoid a second invasion is to hit them first, they say. So there's a choice about first contact protocols, and it looks like we're going with caution. These are going to be really rapid pulls so that the game isn't slowed down. Retrieve the warship. The battle against the alien invaders left our home system full of debris, shattered warships, and broken promises. The sheer amount of flotsam cluttering the area has made it harder to develop satellites and to launch spaceships from Stellaris Prime. Under the proposed cleanup project, specially engineered construction ships will utilize nets to dredge the space in near orbit, allowing us to approach the MSI warship that still looms over our capital. So there's a special project called Orbital Debris Cleanup Project.
Log updated.
Which is here. And it requires one construction ship in orbit and costs engineering research. Elon, thank you for the resub. And welcome. And Coach Garen, too. Cheers.
Construction complete.
Okay, we now have one mining station, our very first. Now, as soon as my alloys hit, I believe, 75, which they will right... Oh, 73? All right, you know what? I'll just buy some. I'm going to get a science ship out there, which means let's go hire some science leaders. So this science leader researches archaeological excavations faster, which would be really useful because we start off with an archaeology site on our planet, but that's not going to help me survey anything. I might go with the societal one. Biology expert. Purpose of that is if I swap over to biology research, I can throw them in there, pulling the one that is resilient out to be on a ship instead. You like the little Wendigo-esque icon? It's also, you know, a bit like Yoda's ears. That's more what I was going for. Little zoological symbolism. So instead of... Yeah, let's survey the Savannah world that we're nearest to. If we want to try to catch up with the rest of the galaxy, we're going to need to expand quickly, because we start off...
Construction complete.
With 10 fewer people than other typical origins. So we're starting off pretty disadvantaged and playing catch-up. Plus, you know, I am having to research things like Corvette and planetary administration, which is givens in normal origins. So for starting traditions, I'm going to pick Discovery, which is the scientific one, and allows us to survey faster and to research faster. It also opens up some edicts. It opens up the Map the Stars edict, which I'll enable as soon as I get 12 Unity. Map the Stars allows you to survey faster and discover more anomalies, which is going to be very, very handy for us. On really large galaxies, I could understand the argument of going maybe expansion first, but like Discovery is a pretty safe bet. I can't say most, I don't know if that's true, but a lot of players will do Discovery Origins first. Or Tradition, rather. It's a strong choice. Usually do Discovery first, Expansion second. That's what I usually do, unless there's a reason for me not to. So, turn 1 contains the remains of an ancient abandoned colony, and it produces Zero. On turn 1, which is the Savannah world that we wanted to colonize. So it means that there will be a possible Zero factory and also abandoned colony ruin archaeological site for us to mess with, which is cool. I wouldn't mind. So before I forget, let's kick off and get the Map the Stars edict going, because it's free. We have up to 20 tradition or 20 unity a month that is free. So that one's free. And then also get another leader. And I'm going to get the Maniacal leader, which is 5% research speed increase. Throw them in as in place of our engineering, and then get another science ship. Trying to survey the stars as fast as we can is going to be really important, I think. And Laura the Noob, thank you for the resub. The next thing I want to save up for is colonizing Churton. And Churton here, when I annex it, I'll probably not rename the star, but I'm going to rename colonies. So here's that science ship for this scientist, and I'll start renaming the leaders that we've got as well. So let's go with the giveaways. Mr. Siggs, you are going to be our ruler, our general here. So congrats. DagTech Magister, I don't know if underscores are allowed, but you will be the governor. Oh, they are allowed. Cool. Perfect. The brand new maniacal scientist is Fnar. Zumblis, you are the surveyor. And the other surveyor, DSN Matter. Societal researcher, Scorpiosa. And last but not least, the physics researcher, Yura. Welcome. Glad to have you all on board. Don't worry, you're not red shirts. Not that I know of. Hopefully you stick around a while. Habitable world survey. Sure, sounds good.
Updated.
Unfortunately, it triggered right after we had already surveyed Churton. But oh well. Alright, my consumer goods are dropping, and it's going to cause a crisis, so I'm actually just going to buy some consumer goods to delay that crisis. And I was saving up for another industrial district, but we need another 200 minerals to be able to buy that. So it's going to be a little bit of time. Plus, I'm having the construction ship spend the minerals pretty quickly. So it's going to be a little bit longer. Just a little bit. So here you'll see the new cloaking strength on the ships, which allows you to sort of stealth.
Survey complete.
Which is a cool new mechanic. And we'll get into that once I have some cloaking tech. But it just further expands upon the already known espionage of the game, for the most part. But I haven't tinkered with it much, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. Alright, to boldly go is going to be the next tradition, allowing me to survey a little faster, and I'm going to update the priority now. Survey the bottlenecks. So this is something that I do in almost every Stellaris series that I've ever had, where I race as fast as I can to the bottlenecks to try to secure as much potential future territory as possible, unless I'm purposely going tall. The concept of wide or tall. Tall is you have a few territories that you build up to be very strong, think like Tokyo, and wide would be, you know, an expansive territory where your power is spread out like the Mongols or something like that. Alexander the Great, you know, some sort of expand and conquer leader. So I'm not purposely going tall, so for that reason I want to capture the bottlenecks ASAP. We just unlocked the ability to make corvettes, so let's next get powered exoskeletons to help with extra worker pop resource output. That'd be pretty handy. And then as soon as this construction ship is done building research over Nueva Cadiz, I'll have it go try to start the orbital cleanup project. And then on the homeworld, let's also build the industrial district so that the consumer goods don't keep dipping, because I'm having to periodically buy more consumer goods so we don't have a consumer good crisis.
Anomaly detected.
All these anomalies I'm going to be ignoring for the sake of surveying quicker, and I'll circle back to them in the future when I've got time. I'm also going to roll out another construction ship so that one can do the research project and the other can actually start to do expansion. And then I should also start saving up for a colony ship, which is going to require more consumer goods. So it's good that I built the industrial district for the extra consumer goods. This system looks pretty resource rich. Deathris, not bad. And yet another faction founded.
Complete.
So who the heck are these? Who are these guys? Authoritarian, militarists, materialists, and egalitarians. Oh, the egalitarians disappeared then came back. Okay. It's probably a bug. I don't really know.
Survey complete.
Alright, new construction ship is going to start annexing Churton here, so that we can get the colony of the Savannah world ASAP. And the colony ship will be saved up for.
Technology discovered.
Finally got research labs. Let's go with... You know what's funny about the capacity subsidies and the energy grid? You start off with an energy grid without energy grid technology. Same with the mineral purification plants. You start off with one. I suspect the lore behind that is that the uplifter that subjugated you, offered you the technology and then built it. Well, didn't offer you the technology, just built the energy grid. So you don't really need to get an energy grid because we already have the one built. So I'll do improved deflectors or blue. I'll do blue lasers. Better weapons. Always be investing in weapons. Oh, and here's first contact. Well, second contact, technically. So I will assign Rhadamant Martin to go make contact with whoever's in Tiamat. Or whatever's in Tiamat. And new traditions. We are racing through Unity. We have a lot of Unity. It's what I'm focusing on. So what I'm going to do is research subsidies to get more research station output from our research stations, and then work the other tree until it's done. The factions down here are like not getting renamed from what I've been renaming them. Okay. This looks like a sort of a bad bottleneck to race towards because there's not a lot of territory to secure. So unless there's like a really nice world, that's probably a less important direction to head to. I am going to start trying to save up for the colony ship. So the colony ship is going to cost 200 food, 200 consumer goods, and 200 alloys. So I'll start buying the consumer goods, given that I'm in a consumer good deficit. And I'll eyeball how much minerals I have and start to sell off minerals when I can.
Construction complete.
So planetary government got unlocked, which is really nice. I'll be able to have a planetary administration on our homeworld once our population grows a little bit. So let's get planetary unification for more unity and a lump sum of unity. That would be really handy for us to have. So now we have the ability to make planetary administration again. It was a technology that we were offered, we didn't innately have. So we already have an administration on the home field, but but I'll be able to expand and build more of them. Hey, thank you for the bits. I'll drink to that. So it sort of looks like this region here I might be able to lock in if I expand quick enough to the south and east. And cleanup is in progress. The cleanup operation in our system is well underway. The amount of debris over Ydaris Prime is significantly reduced, and with cleaning skies, our expectation for the future are also bright. Work continues, but things are looking better. Well, good job. I wonder if it's visually reflected. That doesn't look any cleaner to me. So it's in progress. It's fine by me. About half done. So 11 more months until that's complete. That's pretty ambitious, cleaning all the space debris in like 2 years. Your home system had a binary planet?
Anomaly detected.
Yes. Especially if you do Fear the Dark or whatever, you're, I think, supposed to have a binary planet in that origin. I could be wrong about that, but I think the Separatists create their own planet. Yeah, so if you're playing the Fear origin, then yeah, that's completely correct. The Separatists should have their own planet, and their own planet provides unique benefits. In other words, good. We're getting close to the amount needed for a colony ship, so I think I'm going to use the minerals that I have, sell them off, buy as... Oh, yeah, there we go. So at the end of next month, I'll be able to have enough for the colony ship.
Construction complete.
Very, very good. Can they spawn randomly as well? I think it's... Your starting situation is based upon your origins. So there is the... I think it's called Trappist, which starts you off with like 3 planets. Your home system. But no, it wouldn't be random. It would... unless you get the Trappist origin. I think those are the only 2 conditions, is the Fear the Dark origin and the Trappist planet system. And those are the only 2 that like have multi-planet setups. So here we go. We have more aliens in Tiamat. So there is a lot of traffic here at Tiamat. So I'd like to try to capture Tiamat because it seems like it's going to be a bottleneck. So we'll push there ASAP. Colony ship is out. The Sparta class. And then next thing I probably want to start to do is, anytime I have the energy credits for it, to start cleaning up more of the ship debris that's on the planet itself. The cleanup project is 4 months from completion. And this other construction ship, I'm just waiting for the alloys to be able to annex Azax. I'll just buy some. So I need 4 more for next month. It's a bit of a race.
Complete.
But trust me, as someone that has lost the race to the bottlenecks, it is worth moving heaven and earth to try to capture those bottlenecks. Because really early on, wars and Stellaris are pretty rare and usually don't exchange a lot of territories unless you completely lose. So what it ends up happening is, in the first like 100-ish years of Stellaris, you balloon out to the edge of your border to where your neighbors are and have some border skirmishes, but there's not a lot added or lost really early game. So the more that you can expand, the faster that you can secure the bottlenecks, the better position you'll be in the long run. Because you'll just have a lot more territory to exploit the resources of. All right, new tradition. Let's do research alternatives and science level cap. Smart scientists.
Survey complete.
I think what I'm going to do is, I don't think these guys, it's just a conjecture. I think they probably came from the south and the east and not the north
Special
here.
project complete.
So here we go. The official project is completed. As you can see, the debris field is clean, except for right around the MSI warship. And now we don't have the debris field modifier on our home planet, which means that a lot less of our resources are consumed by managing that, which is good. And now we have the aftermath of the battle, archaeology site. The warship that was once threatened our homeworld still looms over us, a stark reminder of the fate we narrowly escaped. It is time to take back the skies and salvage the technological marvels contained within the wreck. Which is to be done. Oh, look at you. Maybe very soon, I'll hire Sir Douglas Blake. Wow. Sir? Look at you with your promotion and all. And have them start to
Construction complete.
run research projects. Because there's a lot of archaeological research to be done around the galaxy so far. We have 3 of them. It's quite a lot. So I'll keep an eye on my Unity. Once it hits 150, I'll roll out another science ship. Just moving some resources around so that I can annex faster. Oh. Whoops. I moved a bit too many resources a bit too quickly. And ran out of contact with them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Data on the alien vessels we encountered in the Tiamat was met with a shudder of recognition. Familiar ship designs marked by an emblem we learned to fear. The winged logo of the Myanmar Specialized Industries. Our former invaders have been found. It's only a matter of time until they realize the ships they sighted are ours. Fueled by their own technology, a new contact may be unavoidable, but we can avoid repeating past errors. Well, that's not great. So Tiamat, I found yet another ship. So this is becoming, there's 3 different civs here. It's a hotbed. Quite the hotbed. Alright, colony ship, let's go down to Churton. And I'll be ransoming off Churton's planet name to Cathanon. That was a really fast finding our dominators, I gotta say. Oh, I should have hired the archaeological leader sooner. That's my bad. So I'm gonna hire the particles scientist, I guess, instead, because we're currently working on particles research, so I'll switch the researcher out for more benefit. So you will be the computers dude. Nope, wrong person. And particle researcher is named... Oh good, we have a kaiju. Whereas this one will start to do the excavations, I think.
Construction
Bob.
complete.
Thank you for the resub. Welcome to the stream.
Anomaly detected.
So,
Construction
as far as I
complete.
can tell right now, there's no construction ships adding Tiamat to their territory. So I'm going to race down there and get to be the first one to basically throw the flag into the ground and go, it's mine. Not to say that the subjugators of our origin society won't
Survey complete.
mess me up. I mean, they certainly could, but at least we'll try to have the territory first.
Establishing colony.
And Cathanon has been established. So I'm going to rename this Cathanon just to make it a little bit easier on my head. And this will be Cathanon Prime. Following the same name schema that I've been using. I don't currently have any Corvettes, but once I make my first Corvette, I'll be randoming, raffling off the name for that as well.
Construction complete.
Oh my god. Oh wait, no, that's my envoy. I was like, hey, they look like me, but no, they look like slugs. So we still have Map the Stars going.
Anomaly detected.
That's probably a bug. Fleet_name. We think something's missing.
Survey complete.
Hey, Scorpio, thanks for the gifted subs. Cheers. Even more people that can win raffles. So this is, I'm not going to bother surveying this. This is already owned by someone else in Teddy's, or whatever it's called. So I'm going to turn back and go a different way. There's no point in surveying someone else's territory. There's really no benefit I could get out of it.
Construction complete.
I also have enough energy credits to start clearing ship debris, so I'm going to start that as well. There could be a huge benefit doing that.
Complete.
And here we go. Military isolationists. This is a fallen empire. Militant isolationists, and I'll just greet them kindly. And it looks like they're what, north of me? I'm getting cornered already. Dang. What new faction? This one? What are you? You're the xenophobe militarists. What is going on with my factions? They are flipping around like crazy, more than I've ever seen before. Like every year, I have like a new faction to. Yeah, I don't get what's going on. It's a little off. Hey, bud. Wonder if that's a bug or it's intended. I don't know. But I do know it's strange. Won't they make me give up Tiamat? That is a really good question. The military isolationists are actually down here. They're nowhere close to me. So whoever this is, it's not a fallen empire. Which is good, because owning a system next to isolationists is suicide. Complete and utter suicide. Starting to look like bad RNG. Yeah, I would agree with you, which I kind of like. I like when it's bad, but not like so bad that it's unplayable. I like being put into a corner. Everybody likes a comeback story, right?
Construction complete.
Do I have other envoys No, all my envoys are currently working? Yeah, all my envoys are currently working. Cheers. Treats their dogs and treats for me. I like it.
Construction complete.
So I'm heading to the southeast in this. I think this is one empire here, which makes Tiamat like the front lines of a future war, I suspect. But I'm seeing if it's possible to go east. Not that east looks inviting here. It really doesn't.
Anomaly detected.
Doesn't look like a lot of systems they'll be able to capture, but who knows? I could be wrong. And I'm going to clear yet another ship debris. Is my pop low enough that there's only one member of every faction? No. They're size 655, and I've been keeping an eye on it. They've mostly been around 655. So they are popping up and disappearing not because of shift, I guess. Very rapid shift, and not
Anomaly detected.
for any other reason. What faction am I? That's in the details that Daedora just triggered. Looking over my current status, wouldn't going tall be my best bet? It really depends on what lanes and lines I'm restricted to. It could be my best bet, but it's too soon to say. I don't know enough of the outskirts to be able to make the determination. Because it's possible that this is sort of untapped territory, and I'll be able to go wide.
Blocker cleared.
Blocker cleared just gave me 150 alloys. Nice. I'll start getting some Corvettes with that new science ship I queued up. I don't have 2 starting planets, I only have the 1. So Keela's not likely to have a colony. Strategic resources found at Varsham. Got it. And the aftermath of battle. Our senses cannot detect signs of life within the derelict warship, and yet engines still faintly buzz and machines are at work inside the empty halls. There is good reason to believe that the ship is still operational, and attempts to board it are sure to awaken its security system. We must proceed with caution. So there's some sort of empire here, but I'm not sure how close they are to my eastern border. So I'm going to want to push that way
Construction complete.
promptly.
Survey complete.
So now that I have my first Corvette, I did say that I wanted to name it after you guys, so it's going to be the Elan Lacrosse Corvettes. Let me go to the ship designer. I was in the wrong thing. There we are. Okay. Oh, no, let me take a look at that again. They were using missiles, which I don't typically like early on. Lasers instead. Hey, Highland Timber. Thank you for the resub and welcome to the stream.
Anomaly detected. Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
Time to delete the old Walrus class. Why would you even name it Walrus class? I have no idea. Not a sexy name for a warship. Not at all. So I really need to get out to Mesa here. This is a good bottleneck as well. So that's my next push with this construction ship, to hop to Mesa. And then to have this construction ship backfill and tap the resources as this construction ship just races to the edge.
Anomaly detected.
What is the advisor voice? This is the Egalitarian advisor voice, I believe. And yeah, it does sound like almost, doesn't it? Like a Battlestar voice. It's not deep enough. It'd be like young almost, maybe. Not old.
Technology discovered.
Because as he aged, his voice got gravelier. Fnar, what do you want to research? Research more research? That works for me. You do that.
Construction complete.
And another archaeology site in Jugrad. Wow, this system has a lot of minerals.
Survey complete.
And we just got more alloys from the ship debris on our home system. We also filled up Faith in Science, filled up the Discovery Tree, and that unlocks an Ascension perk. I'm probably going to go One Vision over Technological Ascendancy, because the One Vision gives me governing ethics attraction. And one of the problems that I'm currently having is that the people in factions right now don't belong to the governing ethics, and it's causing me to have low unity, very low unity, because they're very upset. Because I'm not xenophobic and I'm not authoritarian. I don't know why this is, so I'm hoping that One Vision helps to resolve that. I doubt it will, but I hope it does. Because there's something really wonky going on with my factions right now that I've, in my 1,000+ hours of Stellaris, have never seen. I've never seen a why it's weird. Let me explain just to make it clear. I'm an egalitarian, and the starting faction that I have in my government is authoritarian, which is the exact opposite. It makes no sense, none at all. That never happens. That you start off with an authoritarian as an egalitarian. Of course, they're going to be upset because, you know, your origin flies in the face of what they believe in. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. So all I can do is try to course correct as best as I can. Yeah, it is very odd. Cathodon just became its own standalone planet. It looks like it's going to be a really good breadbasket world, because it has a ton of agricultural district expansion. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cathodon be our breadbasket.
Survey complete.
Oh, Kiaya, or whatever it is. Yeah, the oddness about the factions right now are absolutely killing me in terms of in terms of unity gain. If you take a look up here, you'll see that this is what people believe in our populace. So some of the people believe in xenophobia because I think we found our subjugators and it triggered a surge of xenophobia. And due to the current attraction value, we expect around 15% of our populace to embrace this ethic. But right now, 27 do, which is odd and off. But if you take a look at authoritarian, 0% embrace this ethic, and 0% are expected to embrace this ethic. Yet somehow it is represented in a faction, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's supposed to be 0, and somehow 7 people believe in it. That's why I'm saying it's weird. And then in terms of Egalitarian, it should be 27. It's currently 18. Militarist, it's should be 36. It's around 31. And Materialist, it should be 22. It is 22. So Materialists are the only ones that are getting it right. I could suppress it, but the problem with suppressing it is suppressing the faction isn't free, and I'm not willing to spend the influence to do that. Because at this stage of the game, influence is how fast you spread to the stars, so spending it to suppress the faction means I'm spending influence to build up unity, which is not a good trade. Not really. Oh, speaking of influence, we just made first contact with the Glebsig.
An alien empire is making contact.
And I'm going to flip them off because they're xenophiles, but they're spiritualists. I'll just play it neutrally. And they are these guys. So at Jamal to the north. I don't know if I want to do contact with MSI, but I guess I will. Well, no, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not really sure if I should or not. I don't know what it triggers. Because it could trigger something that I don't control. But it's the only other ones to contact. So I'm going to do it. Just YOLO. Just be like, hey, guess what? Unfortunately, that envoy won't be able to be reassigned for another year because I flaked out. But whatever.
Survey complete.
I'm actually surprised that they're uninstalled, but I can't do it. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Stellaris First Contact, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow star-faring warriors.